So it's not all doom and gloom. Microsoft has given a pretty good update, and this isn't necessarily an update that the console is going to run better or something like that. This is an update that, you know, some great things are happening and great things are coming. This is actually kind of a surprise update, and to be honest with you, I thought this was really cool, just in time for, you know, this upcoming weekend and things like that. So obviously Microsoft is, I don't know, maybe placating people and things like that. So we'll see what happens. You know, I've always felt that, you know, gamers are very kind of fickle in terms of what's going on, but a lot of people do seem to bring up the idea of a Xbox that is a value proposition. And I've said that myself quite a bit, you know, that it is a value proposition. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But right now, I thought this was pretty cool. Trending off of, you know, the announcement that 4 first-party games have gone to PlayStation, and multiple games have gone to the Switch. Of course, everybody was a little bit upset. I think Microsoft was maybe trying to kill some of that by announcing also that the Game Pass was getting a shadow drop. So that's pretty cool as well. Dead Island 2, which was a pretty big game last year, it's the next game available on Game Pass. With other games coming to the service, it seems as though Microsoft was holding off an announcement for a later date. The game is now appearing as available for Game Pass on console, so that's good as well. It's also worth noting that Microsoft has yet to make any announcement of the game coming to this. Actually, they have now. They've updated it. It launched last year, April of 2023. Should you not have Game Pass Ultimate, then you know that you can get it on sale. It usually runs about $35 right now. Recently, of course, Microsoft announced that Game Pass has reached 34 million subscribers and includes those that were Xbox Live Gold members and didn't have Game Pass subscription before they were converted. So there is that kind of news to sort of see as well. But again, you know, this is really good news to see that Microsoft is going out there and, you know, making sure that everybody has some cool stuff to play. And, you know, again, it's really cool to see that this was added to Game Pass. You know, no joke. It's one of those things where Microsoft has done a really good job of updating and make sure that everybody's kind of out there making sure that they have some cool stuff to play. So I like that fact. I'm going to be downloading it. You know, listen, Game Pass is one of those things where I use it as more of a complimentary thing. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's just one of those things that, you know, I kind of really like in terms of, you know, the support or whatever. But, you know, also what's interesting is in time for the weekend, Microsoft has also made sure to make some games kind of free for the weekend, which is Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Dead by Daylight. You know, so that's sort of a little added bonus as well. But Microsoft, you know, they are obviously going to do things the way that they want to do it, and you know, honestly, that's just going to be the way that it's going to be. So when you look at what's going on in Game Pass right now, another Xbox Game Pass update, and this one is delivering some nice surprises. Like I said, Dead Island 2 has been shadow dropped into the library, as well as, you know, it's one of the zombie slaying adventures. Apparently, you could beat this game in a relatively short amount of time as well. There are also other games available on the page as well, including Bluey, the video game, and Inkulanati. I don't know, never heard of that game, but yeah, pretty interesting. Bluey, by the way, well, my son loves that show. I already had bought that game previously, right? It's not the best game in the world, but if you have little ones, then hey, they're probably going to enjoy it because Bluey is pretty awesome, and you know, that's awesome as well. Dead Island 2, first-person action RPG set in a unique setting, a hellish yet stylish and vibrant gore-drenched version of Los Angeles, nicknamed Hell. The series' unique formula, dark humor, and over-the-top zombie slaying returns with all the swagger and charisma you'd expect from a Dead Island game. And Inkulanati is a turn-based strategy game from medieval manuscripts where a rabbit's butt can be a deadlier than a dog's sword. Become a master of the living ink. Build your own bestiary, defeat medieval superstars, and collect perks, and unleash blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, nice to see that happen. I know a lot of Xbox fans are kind of maybe down in the dumps a little bit, you know, and I can understand that. I did a video on that yesterday. Hopefully, things start to kind of pick up. You know, who knows what's going on with with Microsoft and Xbox, but you know, Xbox is still here and it's going to be here for the rest of this gen. You know, I don't see them just up and dropping it anytime soon. So you know, I do think that we will see a situation where Microsoft kind of gets some really cool stuff to the platform. Now they're going to have to work harder. You know, there's no doubt about that. Obviously, Microsoft is going to have to work harder in the future to kind of secure games, because I just can't see, you know, a lot of developers going, okay, well, I'm going to put my game on Xbox and think that they're going to get some kind of, you know, bonus sales out of that, because I don't think it is. And I think, you know, the more that I thought about this, and I'm not sure if I totally laid down this thought or not, but the more that I've thought about it, the more that it kind of comes to mind that, honestly, Xbox itself kind of put themselves in this bad situation, because I honestly don't think that Game Pass is something that is survivable or can make money with the low amount of subscribers that it has. And I know that 34 million sounds like a lot, but you have to remember they were at 25 million, like basically Ultimate members in 2022, and they had between 11 and 14 million gold subscribers, and now it looks like they've lost multiple million of the Ultimate, and they were replaced by gold subscribers. So, you know, they probably have between 20 and 23 million paying Ultimate members, which is a lot less than the actual 34 million number that's being reported. I actually thought if they had 29 million and then they added the gold subscribers, that they'd have over 40 million, but I guess, you know, they've lost so many subscribers, you know, that it makes it a little bit unsustainable. And it's like, I think that it would have been sustainable with 50, 60 million people, but when you don't have that many, and they're also kind of condition people to not buy games, that's really a bad situation. And so they're trying to put their games elsewhere, you know, to kind of see what's going on, you know. So, you know, again, at the end of the day, Microsoft is going to do what Microsoft feels is best for them. When you look at it in certain ways, again, and a lot of people ask me about this, it's like, what have we really gotten that's exclusive this generation to begin with, right? It's basically been 4 games, and I kind of went over that as well. It's like 2 out of the 4 were cross-gen with Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5. 2 were last year, which was Starfield and, you know, of course, obviously Redfall, and as well as the ever popular Forza Motorsport. So, you know, we'll see what happens in the future. I'm excited, though. You know, anything can happen, anything can change. You got Sony doing weird things, putting games on PC, putting their VR on PC. So basically, at this point, nothing surprises me. Nothing shocks me. So anyway, I'll link this in the description. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.